2 weeks ago, I made a video discussing the AA-12 and how it is inferior to the Saiga-12 in basically every single way. This week, I shall once again be championing my favorite shotgun. Now, with the addition of the full auto Saiga, a lot more attention has been given to this weapon. Nevertheless, I still think it's one of the most underrated and underutilized weapons of mass destruction in the game. A quick recap on why the Saiga-12 is incredible: it shoots 450 rounds per minute. This might not sound like a lot, but remember, it's a shotgun. Yielding the capacity to send 7.5 shells at somebody every second is bound to make them stop, voluntarily or otherwise. Even if they are wearing armor, their arms, legs, and any other exposed areas are going to resemble pulled pork after the first volley. Best of all, the Saiga-12 is not expensive. A standard semi-automatic variant is available from Jaeger for the low price of 25,000 rubles. A full auto version that is both modded and has the expensive magazine barters for about 115,000 rubles. It's really not a lot. This thing is terrifying and comes at a fantastic price. But before we get into all of that, this video is brought to you by Exoborne. Exoborne is an open-world extraction shooter taking place in a world with some insane weather. This isn't your average climate disaster. We pissed off Mother Nature, and now we get to deal with the consequences. The land itself is trying to kill you, as storms, tornadoes, and high winds are commonplace. To survive these conditions, you don exo-rigs. Exo-rigs provide you with extra combat abilities, but also let you traverse this world in unique ways. There are 3 rig foundations that provide different bonuses, but each can be customized to suit your needs and how you want to play. Equipping the right loadout allows you to synergize with different weather events, unlocking an entirely new level of mobility. We're talking shooting a grappling hook into a tornado and then using the strong winds to fly away on a parachute. Craft your gear, customize your exo-rig, and take it into high-risk combat against other factions and enemy players. Each decision you make will determine whether you live to fight another day or simply become another rusting corpse dotting this turbulent wasteland. Exoborne is currently having an open playtest. Use the link below and sign up on the Exoborne Steam page for a chance to participate. But hurry, this playtest only lasts until February 17th, so be sure to sign up quick. Wishlisting the game and joining the Discord will also get you some nice bonuses on launch, and thank you to Exoborne for sponsoring this video. Now, stating the truth that everyone already knows, this thing is terrifying on factory. Who would have thought that the high rate of fire, high capacity shotgun is effective on a map where the longest sightline is roughly 20 meters? What a surprise! Taking a Saiga and slapping on an Alton and Tier 5 armor has you feeling like Darth Vader at the end of Rogue One. Everyone else in that lobby is going to get folded. It's like bullying a bunch of kids at the playground, except everyone else is 12 and you're 25. Keep in mind, that's what it's like with the standard Saiga-12. With the full auto Saiga, take everything I just said and magnify it by a power of 3. There isn't too much of a difference between the full auto and semi-auto Saigas if you're able to click fast enough. That being said, when a gremlin appears out of the shadows and scares you so badly you mash every key on your keyboard, having the full auto as a panic option is very nice. With either weapon, you can play so aggressively, it's silly. You can just dump hatred without worry. For the first 20-round magazine, that is. Look, nothing is perfect, so of course the Saiga-12 does have to have a few issues, the most glaring of which is overheating. For whatever reason, every Saiga-12 in Escape from Tarkov is manufactured from tinsel and has a flash point of about 50 degrees Celsius. You can run approximately 23 rounds perfectly fine, no issues. After that, it becomes about as reliable as late period German tanks from World War II. Come on, little guy. You can do it. Good job, I'm proud of you. It is because of these heating issues that I recommend you run one 20-round magazine and then supplement it with 10-rounders. The main reason for this is because the 20-round magazines are the most expensive part of the kit. If you have to buy any without the barter, they cost about 45 to 60,000 rubles. And realistically, if you need a second 20-rounder after the first one, you're already in a lot more trouble than you can bail yourself out of. Just be conscious of how hot your barrel is and you'll be fine. The last thing you want is to rush a guy and then hear a click instead of a bang. That is a problem. The next thing I'll tell you is do not use Magnum buckshot. Sure, it's a devastating round. However, good luck trying to control that. It's like getting kicked by a horse 7.5 times a second. That is not a bruised shoulder. That thing is fully dislocated. The final issue is that on full auto, the Saiga-12 does tend to bounce a bit, even with the regular shells. The solution to this problem is just use semi-auto. On semi-automatic, the Saiga-12 shoots almost completely flat. I am not controlling the recoil here. This means that the Saiga-12 actually has a decent amount of range on it. Now, at these longer ranges, it might take a few more shells. However, you got 20 of them for a reason. So to quote myself from 3 years ago, just keep shooting. Now, the Saiga-12 is more than just a factory stomper, so let's talk about using it on other maps. Your best options are going to be Reserve, Customs, Interchange, and Streets of Tarkov. Buildings, tunnels, and anywhere with lots of cover are going to be your bread and butter. If it is a cramped space, it is your territory. Everyone else there is trespassing. Remove them. I'm also willing to say that there is a psychological advantage when using the Saiga-12. This wipe, the Saiga-12 got its own unique sound, making it wholly distinct from other weapons when it's unsuppressed. This is an announcement to other players that you are looking for problems. You have a scary-ass hammer and everyone else is a nail. People don't typically want to fight a Saiga-12 in close quarters, for whatever reason. So carrying one of these things is a fantastic way to put them on edge. To summarize this video, use the Saiga-12 on maps other than factory. Please, it's really good and it's a grand old time. Otherwise, big thanks again to Exoborne for sponsoring this video. Be sure to check out the link below and wishlist the game on Steam, and check out the playtest if you are at all interested. There won't be a live stream today because I'm not feeling too great, but there will be one on Tuesday starting around 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, so be sure to drop on by for that. Otherwise, just thank you so much for watching this video, especially all the way to the end, and I really hope you enjoyed.